Yo, what up gamers? Today we're going to be VOD reviewing Viper'S Draven. This game is going to be dual queue with his support EDG Mako. Take a look at his runes. Going to be running the standard Hail Blades with Presence of Mind and Bloodline. We'll be facing off against the Jhin Amumu bot lane. Going to be running running Cleanse. Presumably to get rid of that Amumu CC. It's a pretty common choice against Amumu no matter what champion you're playing. But early on, seems they're already posturing really aggressively for some trades. Not gonna find it just yet. We have an Thresh unfortunately got mini block there. Maybe when he was looking for a fillet. Okay, gonna look for the hook. Gonna find a Mumu. And that gets Draven the kill really easily early on. Good shit. Okay, so Viper'S Draven currently has 100% win rate in US solo queue. Been absolutely dominating. Got excellent stats on that. Looks like his best pick so far, maybe in the US solo queue. Gonna be really interesting to see how he leverages this into an absolute bot gap. Okay, I'm looking for the dive on Jhin here. Good play from Talon. Gonna be a kill there. Goes over to Thresh unfortunately, but now looking for the Amumu. Should be another free kill. I'm gonna tank this up. Unfortunately, probably will fall here. Yep, sadly. Maybe tanked it for a little bit too long. Maybe should have left reset the aggro. Like they got TP'd on by Jace here. See what happens here. Oh. We'll go from Jace there. And double kill for Jace, so that's not great. But at least that doesn't really affect Viper. Just gonna be unfortunate for the Aatrox. Okay, so looks like Viper will enter lane with the Threaded Dirk and Longsword here. Unlike some other Worlds Draven players, looks like he actually favors the lethality build. He's gonna be building. I don't know if he builds it this game, but he's been building a lot of the item. The dashy lethality item. I know it's got a name. No. Whatever, he's building that, you know what I mean. Also builds typically Essence Reaver and Youmuu's. Youmuu's very strong right now ever since it got the buff to include CDR. Kind of overchin right now, a lot of champions are building it. Still trying to think of the name here. I know it exists. I'm gonna have to alt tab for this, hang on. Prowler's Claw, that's it. That's it, Prowler's Claw. He likes the Prowler's Claw on Draven. Glad we got to the bottom of that. Alright. Yeah, anyway, moving on here. He's gonna be slow pushing this wave. Wants to keep leaving room for Thresh to find the hook onto Jhin here. Doesn't want to just shove this under turret. So Jhin can lost it freely. Just wants to drag this out as long as possible. Gonna slow push this wave and then Hearts of the next one. Then when that wave crashes, gonna try and see if they can maybe cheese a kill onto Jhin right under turret. Which would make Jhin miss out on this massive wave that's going to be crushing under turret now. He's constantly looking for those trades, trying to force a kill there. If Jhin misses out on this wave, it's pretty much game over. No way they come back from that. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Talon coming in for the dive. Really good dive timing. Gonna grab the Amumu. Cancels the Amumu Q. Insane. Ooh, get some turret aggro. Should tank it up though. Just fine. Yep, survives. So yeah, this is absolutely devastating for the enemy bot lane. So getting help from the Talon there to currently have 43 CS. Even more, actually. Gonna be about 46 CS. 218. Massive CS lead here. Sorry, XP lead here as well. Gonna be absolutely devastating. We'll grab 2 platings, but not overextend there. Not overstay, sorry. Gonna go back and spend his gold. Let's see. What he grabs. Might go for the Essence Reaver. Yep, he will at least build components towards the Essence Reaver. I imagine he'll probably do Essence Reaver into Prowler's Claw. It's usually what people do when they're going Prowler's Claw. They build a second, not first. But they do go for the Serrated Dirk first back, because that is just such an amazing damage item. Nothing else can match that damage. Sometimes even done on Shield Bow Rush Draven. They will build this Red Dirk first. It looks like they're setting up a trap for Kindred here, potentially. Or maybe just wanting to flank the enemy bot lane. Hook won't land. Okay, not gonna go for it. Okay, let's zoom out a bit here, make this easier to see. Okay, probably going to be looking to slow push this again. Does need to last it a little bit early sometimes though, because he does need to maintain those axes still. This wave won't, or this freeze or slow push won't hold for long, so I imagine he's probably going to slow push this wave, and then, yep, as this next wave is approaching, he's starting to push a little bit harder. Not enough to make this wave crash, but enough that this next wave, that'll crash, which is inevitable. It happens relatively quickly. Because this wave will have to crash, and they want to do that as soon as possible for the best reset possible. Or wave reset, wave stay reset. Yep, so crashing this wave. The wave is also as big as possible. Now setting up another dive with the Talon. Gonna grab a Mumu again. Gonna go over to Talon, grabs the Lantern, just to chase after Jhin. Both kills go over to Talon, but that's not a big deal. Draven doesn't have a huge amount of stacks. Only missed out on about 120 gold there and might still get it later on. Meanwhile, those stacks are building up, giving him potentially a bigger execute on his ultimate. If he ends up getting that execute. I still don't think I've even seen it in fact, actually. Still haven't noticed it. Yeah, this time, healthy on HP, healthy on mana. This dive only just happened, so he doesn't have a huge amount of gold in his pocket. Not gonna go for the bag this time, just gonna keep going for that turret. It's not, they can't really overstay in this situation anyway. They've got the Talon with them. Even if they 3v3, they still easily stomp that, so I'm just gonna deny some farm here. While still getting the turret. Fortunately, thrust up to the turret range there. Probably shouldn't have done that. Just pull some gold from Draven, unfortunately. I think he was maybe going for that execute with the passive. Didn't happen though. But it does set up just an easy kill for Talon there. So, Viper with the massive block cap so far, getting a lot of help from Talon though, but they're just constantly sitting these easy dives for Talon. It's just so brainless to just go for those dives. Again, Talon is not his pre-made. He's only pre-made with the Thresh, so this is Talon just realizing these opportunities by himself. So they get another turret there. 2 turrets on bot lane by the 9-minute mark. Absolutely insane. Now gonna choose to finally back. Sitting on a ton of gold there. Want to get that spent up. Not much to stay for either. They're gonna grab that Essence Reaver as expected. And grab the Caulfield's Hammer, going towards the Prowler's Claw, presumably. Also grabs a dagger. Later on we'll build towards the Berserkers. CMC will choose to rotate top lane. Aatrox is dead, so this gives plenty of time for Aatrox to realize what's going on and go bot lane. Fresh fishing for a Lantern here. Won't be able to get a kill though. Okay, going aggressive on the Jace, CCing him with the E. Delays the flash, and that's just going to be a free kill. Absolute solo kill, even though Thresh was in the lane. Absolutely free. Drawing a lot of attention at the top side as well. That's the Victor on top, that's the support, that's the jungler, and as well as the top laner that they just killed. Drawing an immense amount of pressure, so Aatrox is going to have a free kill on Jhin there. Aatrox wasn't too ahead. He was losing lane pretty handily to the Jace, but there's still easy pickings to Jhin for him. Jhin even further behind than him even. Yep, Gonna take the Lantern out early. Doesn't want to get stunned up by the Victor there. Not quite able to pick up the kill because he didn't have ult. Now he's trying to make sure he doesn't actually get hit by this laser Victor laser, but does get hit. Does want to reset his axes though and lifesteal up. Yep, they will find the hook. Gonna be a free kill. Won't go on to Draven though, but that's fine. He already cast out his passive. Currently the passive has given out 630 gold. So about 2 extra kills worth of gold. Pretty decent when he's only got 4 kills. And the Essence River is putting in a lot of work here, just giving him so much mana back. He's actually now higher mana than he was just 20 seconds ago, just purely because he actually gains more mana by using W or Q than by not using them. When he's not under any pressure to just keep spamming his abilities faster than he can get Sheen procs in fights, he can just keep spamming his W, keep getting that extra mana back. There he just uses Q for no reason, just for the Sheen proc, get some mana back, do some extra damage to the turret. Just an amazing item on Draven. Especially common with the lethality builds, but can also be used with the shield bow build. Can do it second, can do a third. A lot of uses for it, but most people just choose to go collector if they're doing shield bow. So I'm going to choose the back here, sitting on a lot of gold. There's potential fight going on mid lane, but I mean, if they want to fight that, go ahead and fight that. They should take that without Draven being there. If they're confident they can win it without Draven being there, because Draven really wants to back here. Actually, interestingly, gonna go for the Youmuu's before the Prowler's Claw. That makes a lot of sense. So the main reason you want to actually build Prowler's Claw on Draven is because of the Mythic passive. It gives you lethality per legendary item. That's the best Mythic passive of any lethality Mythic. But that's mainly for the scaling, right? You don't build it because it's super like it's got a super neat active, or because it immediately gives you a ton of stats. No, it's later on it gives the best stats. So just gonna go for those super strong legendary items instead. Gonna go for the Youmuu's, the Essence Reaver, and Prowler's Claw will kick in later. That's when it'll really start to deal a lot of damage. Youmuu's will also help him to run down these opponents really hard, especially because he's Draven. He deals a ton of damage. And this Jhin would literally die to 2 autos or less. Sorry, 3 autos or less, maybe 2 autos. Probably at the very least 2 autos and the Draven ult. So yeah, a lot of damage here, really explosive. Has some easy kills, so the Youmuu's will help set that up. Yeah, gonna be a really clean sidestep on the JCQ there. Look, finish off his turn now that platings are down. Blocks the Amumu Q again, just super cleanly. Insane prediction there. Gonna deal a ton of AoE damage to Victor and Jace there. Not gonna be a kill, but doesn't need to be. The AoE damage itself is already huge. Might force them to back here, and if they don't back, well, gonna be in a really risky position. Okay, not gonna be able to sidestep that one. I think Jason decided to stay, but yeah. Okay, Kindred gonna try and go for Draven, not gonna succeed in killing him. Draven just gonna go balls deep in here. Look at that damage onto Jhin, just absolutely devastating. Fucking wiped off the face of the earth. They're gonna try and get Jace here. Doesn't even have vision, he just relies on the fact that Jace is gonna want to hit him because Draven is low. Once Jace does hit him, he gets vision of him. Not quite able to pick up the kill, but it was very close. Elector might have picked that up. That's how close that was. Also, I think he managed to cancel the Jace Q with his E. An absolutely insane prediction. Really good use of his E so far this game. Okay, so now presumably gonna, grab that Prowler's Claw. Not gonna be able to use the active for much, unfortunately. That's why you don't want to build it early on. Just not really useful as a single item. But the Mythic passive is just going to be absolutely insane. So currently this item alone is giving 28 lethality, which for a single item is absolutely insane. Like the individual lethality is only 18, of Youmuu's is only 18. Eclipse for Jace only giving 18. So 28 in one item is pretty insane. That's why he only builds it this late. Okay, just gonna annihilate the Mumu there. Would have been literally a 2-hit one-shot if he had Collector. Gonna try and go for this Kindred as well. Okay, nice. That was pretty much a guaranteed kill no matter what happened. If Kindred wanted to dodge that hook, should have to walk backwards, and that still sets up an easy kill for Draven because he gets in range then. We'll leave that Gromp for Aatrox. Gonna look for a kill here. Jay is gonna look to try and one-shot Draven here. Not gonna work out. Draven gonna use the Prowler's Claw active there. Didn't really do much though. Does slightly amplify his damage though. But I don't think it was. I think it was a little bit overkill. The moment is just so ahead. There's nothing Jace can do. Currently approaching also a 100 CS lead against Jhin. Going really aggressive here. Okay, gets stunned up by the Mumu there, but it's no problem. He's got cleanse, just fading basically. Didn't really care about getting CC there. Maybe even intentionally didn't cancel the Mumu Q with E. Maybe just wanted the Mumu to actually go on him, because he knew he would be safe with the cleanse. I'm gonna try and run down the Victor there, but we'll find him. So at this point, once the Shrine still the enemy red, could go for the Drake after, but I don't think it's even worth going for that. I mean, it's only Cloud Drake. It's a scaling objective. This game is gonna be over in like 5 minutes max. Not even that really. Shouldn't take much longer to end this game, I don't think. So they're just gonna go for the main objectives. The turret's gonna head for that Nexus. Yep, looks like it's an open mid situation. Nobody seems to want to defend against this Draven, so gonna let this happen. Been trying to pick up a few kills here. Try and find the Victor here. Let's see how he does. Oof. A lot of damage to the one auto. Won't be a kill though. Didn't have ult up anyway, so he would have needed at least one more auto as well as the ult. Not gonna happen. Yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, is EDG Viper's Draven. Currently 100% win rate out of 10 games. Absolutely dominant stats. You guys can see why. So I hope you guys also saw the game plan. It's a pretty common theme in these Draven games. You just slow push, force the enemies to try and come into you if they want to farm. Sometimes they'll greed. You just get a hook, or you just walk up to them and just kill them. You miss out on a ton of farm. Also, when the wave crashes, again, you can just look for a dive, especially if your jungler comes with you. It's just super free, but even if he doesn't, what the Thresh would have done would have been just look for a hook. If that hook hits, when they have like 15 minions on their turret, doesn't even matter that there's a turret there. That's just going to be an easy kill. Especially once the Draven has a killer turret already. So that's how you snowball the lead on Draven. That's how you abuse your champion advantage. And that's how you produce a massive bot gap. Which led to... Let's see, how many kills was this? Which game was this? Let me find out which game this was. Okay, 10-1-7 Draven game. We had 77% co-participation in this game. And the damage gap was 21,000 damage on Draven to 3,000 on Jhin. That was 18,000 more damage than Yumi ADC. In fact, even Viper's teammates this game barely any damage. Most damage dealt on his team besides him was 8,000 on Seraphine. Nobody could deal damage with the Draven just absolutely annihilating everybody on their team before they could do anything. Nobody in this game got to deal damage except for the Draven himself. That is how absolutely dominant this performance was. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos of this kind in future. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, gamers.